Hi friends, Dr. Melanson here, and in this set of videos, Dr. Miller has already given you an overview of the 4 types of sentences. So my question is what to do once you've parsed a sentence, meaning that you've 1. Identified the part of speech of each word based on how it's functioning in the sentence, and 2. Identified what type of sentence it is, simple, compound, complex, or compound-complex. Our next step is to diagram the sentence. So let's find out what that means and why we do it. Sentence diagrams are a means of graphically representing the relationships among words, phrases, and clauses in a sentence. For example, in this diagram, I can see that I is the subject, an actor, the noun, whereas walk is the verb or action, and quickly is an adverb modifying how I walked. Notice that the position of quickly shows us that it is related most closely to walk. There are 2 main reasons why we diagram sentences. The first is for clarity. In the sentence here, the woman met the man on the 2nd floor, there's room for ambiguity. Why? Well, the modifier, later we'll call it a prepositional phrase, on the 2nd floor could tell us which man the woman met, the one who works or lives on the 2nd floor. Or it could tell us the physical location of where the woman and man met. But once we diagram this sentence, that ambiguity is clarified. If we put on the 2nd floor under man, we know that she may have met him at a restaurant, but that he lives or works on a 2nd floor. If we place it under met, we know that the latter interpretation is true. That's where they met. And showing us the relationships among the words in this sentence, meaning is clarified. The second reason we diagram sentences, and the impetus for us in this course, is to improve our craft as writers. If we can visualize another writer's style or our own, we can better understand if there are ways to make our style match our message. In other words, we not only focus on what a sentence says, but how it says it best, becoming intentional writers. Here is a sentence from a text we'll come back to in class, Cleopatra by Stacy Schiff. She lost a kingdom once, regained it, nearly lost it again, amassed an empire, lost it all. Once I diagram this sentence, I can see Schiff's style. How do you think she is intentionally crafting her writing? For example, how does her choice to use a single subject, but 5 verbs, enhance her content? Similarly, why might she have chosen not to use and to join her series of verbs? To me, as soon as I look at this diagram, I notice that she, Cleopatra, did a lot. It makes sense that in a book that seeks to show Cleopatra as an actor, an agent of her own fate, such a construction would appear. She did all these things: lost, regained, lost, amassed, and lost. We'll continue to work with this passage when you come to class. So back to this video's main objective. Why do we diagram sentences? To increase the clarity of our sentences and to ensure that we not only focus on the content in the process of constructing our texts, but also on the nuts and bolts, the style of our craft, and create relationships among the parts of our sentences that will best convey our message.